Natural beauty, charming women, the world's finest coffee beans, secluded beaches, lush tropical forests, and a remarkably accessible paradise. This is Costa Rica. While many may have heard of this name, they might lack a deeper understanding of what it represents. Despite often being recognized as a tourist destination, the country derives about 55% of its revenue from agriculture. To the north, Costa Rica extends to the Caribbean Sea, while to the south, it is washed by the Pacific Ocean. Visitors typically arrive at the Juan Santa Maria International Airport, located in the capital, San Jose. Additionally, it is possible to reach Costa Rica by bus from neighboring countries like Honduras, El Salvador, and Mexico. Thanks to its tropical climate, Costa Rica enjoys pleasant temperatures throughout the year, averaging around 25 degrees Celsius. For those seeking drier periods, visiting between December and April is advisable. The official language is Spanish, common in most South American countries, as the region was once ruled by the Spanish. Historically, in 1502, when Christopher Columbus explored the Caribbean shores, he named this place Costa Rica, believing he would find significant gold deposits. However, the Spaniards were disappointed in this regard, as they did not find the expected wealth. Realizing that underground resources were scarce, the contemporary indigenous population migrated from places like Guatemala, subsisting through agriculture. Later, locals discovered that the mountain slopes were ideal for coffee cultivation. It was only in 1821 that Costa Rica achieved its independence, breaking free from Spanish rule, marking the end of about 300 years of governance. Currently, the country consistently ranks among the happiest in the world in life satisfaction indexes. While many Central and South American countries face economic challenges, Costa Rica maintains a position among the top 15 happiest countries globally. Its territorial extension covers 51,000 square kilometers, with a registered population of only 5 million. About 90% of these inhabitants have mixed or mulatto ancestry, while the remaining minority descend from Africans and other local tribal peoples. Currently, only 4 tribes in Costa Rica preserve their identities, languages, and cultures. In the Corruption Index, which evaluates 180 countries, Costa Rica ranks 48th. This means that the closer to the top, the less corruption exists in the country. By choosing Costa Rica as your destination, you will encounter warm weather throughout the year, bathed in constant sunshine and pristine beaches with stunning blue waters. The fertile soil naturally supports the growth of various fruits and vegetables, reaching their peak flavor. Even in a global scenario of collapse, Costa Rica stands out as a place resilient to scarcity and hunger, given that any crop on the land results in abundant harvests. Survival is possible for an extended period solely with the abundance of coconuts available. For those looking to invest, Costa Rica offers the opportunity to acquire land and build their dream residence amidst lush landscapes. Education for your children is accessible, being offered for free, and access to medications does not involve health insurance concerns. These conditions make Costa Rica more livable than many developed European countries. However, as in any place, it is possible to find less positive aspects. Walking the streets of the capital, for example, unpleasant odors and scattered garbage may arise. Unfortunately, some individuals unable to find bathrooms may resort to the streets in emergency situations, contributing to these discomforting aromas. These situations may cause surprise or shock during a first visit. Average wages in Costa Rica revolve around $1,000 per month, with the minimum wage set at approximately $600 monthly. It is noteworthy that Costa Rica boasts the highest minimum wage and a high purchasing power in Latin America, even when compared to some European and Balkan countries. Rental prices are also relatively high, with a monthly rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in central areas of the capital revolving around $600. For those seeking more luxurious options, it is possible to rent seaside houses with gardens for about $1,000 per month. Dining in restaurants will cost you around $40 on average for a good meal, and groceries revolve around $1,000 monthly. Another unique feature of Costa Rica benefits those who work online and earn money through the internet. If you obtain a residency visa and move to the country, you will be exempt from work-related taxes. Opening a local bank account does not entail being taxed locally on the deposited income, unlike many countries where having a bank account implies being taxed locally on the deposited income. However, a minimum income of $3,000 or $15,000 is required to apply for the visa. Activities such as gambling and prostitution are entirely legal in the country, and the government does not intervene in these matters. Certainly, we do not solely attribute the population's happiness to these 2 criteria, but the favorable conditions for prostitution and gambling attract millions of wealthy tourists to the country, mostly from the United States, choosing destinations like Costa Rica and Colombia. Despite such freedoms, one might think that the absence of an army would signify vulnerability in national security. However, since 1948, Costa Rica is one of 23 countries in the world without military forces. The country's external security is entirely under the control of the United States, making it difficult for any other nation to interfere in the country's affairs. Given the magnitude of the United States, the reason for its influence as a global power needs no further explanation. When observing people in Costa Rica, whether in urban or rural areas, a carefree expression is noticeable on their faces. They seem content with the lives they lead, radiating happiness. Personal fulfillment is often accompanied by smiles, and there is a significant presence of elderly people, as residents claim to be able to live comfortably up to 90 years old. The meals, predominantly composed of locally grown foods like pumpkin, corn, and beans, reflect a direct connection with nature. The shared life philosophy among Costa Ricans, known as pura vida, emphasizes living in a relaxed manner, flowing with life, avoiding forcing situations, and finding joy in simple things. This positive mindset permeates society, resulting in a tranquil approach to life. Even when driving, courtesy prevails, with few honks and a calm approach to life, demonstrating kindness and patience with each other. The warm and friendly nature of Costa Ricans stands out, contrasting with the societies of developed countries. In the face of challenges, people come together to solve problems, displaying a helpful disposition and friendly authenticity, even with strangers. One of the core values in Costa Rica is the concept of family. The local population wakes up at 5:30 in the morning and generally goes to bed around 9 in the evening, maintaining remarkable consistency in their daily routines. Due to the compact size of the country and cities, specifying addresses using landmarks poses no significant challenges. From an aerial perspective, it is evident that there are few tall concrete buildings in Costa Rica. Structures generally consist of 1- or 2-story buildings, separated. Some even refer to Costa Rica as a one-story country. In summary, despite its 51,000 square kilometers, it has a vast rural area. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and your comment. See you in the next video.